So now I don't know. Did you spark something spiritual within them? Now they know they want something, but knowing it to be no good for you. Choosing soul over desire. See, this could have been this devil energy. Okay, strength and courage bringing seemingly impossible physical changes. Wanting something, but knowing it's no good for you. Okay, so maybe you've let go of things that you maybe perhaps wanted, but you knew it was no good, so you let it go. Maybe it was a party scene. Maybe this is just a lifestyle. You let go of a certain lifestyle where these friendships were partying all the time, fucking drinking, doing all sorts of things. It's just not for you.
Follow my babe
You're
right
not
there.
allowed to do it,
Confirmation, bitches.
You know it's no good for you. It's just distraction.
She's such in the chill mode. So chill. With the PJs. I love that girl.
What's this? Change your perception and past hurts.
Okay, let's get to the download real quick. I need like that piece of tape up there. Yeah, I need to shave the good old Chewbacca arms. And taco meats. I know, I realized like every video, like, damn, that taco meat's coming out, isn't it? Ted DiBiase laugh. I'm very proud. Listening to my laugh a few days ago, I was like, I sound like Ted DiBiase in this bitch. Hence that one girl, possibly, that's always doing those video game joints. Andre the Giant and like Leonardo. Just the games, the Double Dragon games. I forgot what her name is. Blazy something. For some reason I want to say like Blaze Kitty or something. I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about. Forgive me, I butcher up names. I just got back from a family event. Had some good old crabs finally. It's been like 2 years I've been saying, man, spring, summertime, I'm going to give me some crabs. I always find out. And then it comes to pass that I don't get them. So yeah, man, finally, some good times. Family gatherings. Got some clarity on some things. And things are good, man. You know, we only allow love in our cipher. So yeah, my Saturday was good. My Saturdays, I pray and wish your all Saturdays was lovely as well. People that celebrate Easter, hopefully you guys are enjoying your holidays. But yeah, I was watching a video I think last night from Nene. What's up, Nene? How you doing? And I think she said something about she gotta read. Basically, I think she said get out of my reclusive mode and it's time to kick ass or something. Which I'm not in reclusive mode. First of all, it's not Baby J. See, that's what happens to my washing machine. You gotta love it. Sounds like someone's trying to break it. Is that what you gonna do? You gonna do that? Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? You gotta fix the shit's all lopsided. Sound like I had a fucking midget in that joint. Like, get me out of the bed. He said midget? I don't get canceled. You know what, y'all. Oompa Loompa, whatever. I love everybody in this bitch. Everybody don't think I wash clothes and shit. Yeah, I do. This a bitch. Hold on, I gotta show my Uncle Mars real quick. What's good, good? Yay! Uncle Mars' face, he's always with me. I love him. Oh, there we go. I'm just looking at the camera. There we go. I love yous. New messages. Corrine Walcott, something on TikTok. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so I'm not in reclusive mode. I did a video a few days. Well, me and time is blended in, so forgive me. Time doesn't exist, so I'm floaty McGoaties. But Nene, I love her. This is not a shot at her. I was just attempting to catch up last night with a lot of my collective because I just been doing what I needed to do to get Genosha ready. So hence, I haven't been on here as much because I already gave you the keys with Paul Michael and Credit Academy. There's a lot of people complaining about the tax and Donald Trump. I think I was driving around somewhere and people were doing some type of protest for Trump and Elon. I'm like, baby J's, didn't I let everybody know that they can get out this jurisdiction so they won't have to worry about all this mess and stuff. But to each their own. I'm realizing God said, hey, dude, give everyone the keys. And the people that are complaining and so forth, they have every right to complain, okay? First and foremost, a lot of family and friends are going through some rough situations due to what is happening now in the climate and atmosphere. And I'm praying for a lot of those individuals every day, because I have people that are affected by it too, so I'm not out here sounding cold-hearted. But if you know that this is a great reset. Okay, America's going through a lot of shit right now, a lot of corruption, and ever since Doge was created, it exposed a lot of corruption. Hence, there's a lot of chaos and destruction happening, but at the same time rebuilding. So if you see the silver lining through all of this, in order to get something new, the old must be destroyed, and that is what we're all witnessing now. A lot of people are collateral damage, unfortunately. Knowledge is power. A lot of people need to learn how to save money and so forth. So if your carpet does get ripped underneath you, you have a fallback plan. But it's tough. I mean, it is very tough. So a lot is happening that can be a little uncomfortable, but we don't need to do anything. I highly recommend that we look at everything and analyze why things are happening. Like when COVID happened, there's a lot of lessons learned from that without me going too far into that. But for instance, we learned that wearing a mask doesn't really do shit. It weakens your immune system. Staying inside instead of herd community, I forgot what it's called, is like when you're around a lot of people, it helps strengthen each other's immune systems out because we're around everybody. We're not isolating. When you isolate, it weakens your immune system because our bodies are so intelligent. It's meant to be around others so your body can study what's going on and program itself for the proper defense mechanisms it needs. White blood cells, red blood cells, so forth. I'm not me and anatomy. Now, you know what I mean. Body chemistry. Let's just say I'm learning all about the body. I'm a student of life, so I don't know shit. I'm not a scholar by far. I'm just getting the downloads as I get them. But the more we're around people, it helps strengthen our immune systems, and we learned that after the whole COVID thing. So what we could be learning right now with all this chaos is that we need to plan better. We can't just assume that it's going to be okay because you got a paycheck. Okay, a lot of people, how can I say this? I had a download earlier. A lot of people may have kids and so forth. But you see, when I was homeless, let's just say, when I was homeless, not many people gave a shit about me out there living on my own because they may have had their own analogies or their own assumptions about me and why I was there. But it seems like people that are going through shit that have kids get more sympathy because they have kids. And I thought about it earlier today when I was going to one of my gigs. Yeah, I did do a gig. I helped somebody out today. Well, I thought you're not working no more. I was surprised too. My God gives me tests all the time, and I follow her orders. So when I was working, I was thinking about this download. I was like, man, I was talking to a few friends that seemed like they were more upset with their friends and family going through the situation with this Doge issue. And then I was thinking after that, those conversations I was having throughout these last few days, I was analyzing. I was like, man, these people seemed more upset about their friend's situation that had family and a job that they just lost, versus when I was out in the streets by myself. And what I'm getting at is, if I can do it, they can do it. That's what it was with the download. I was like, okay, well, you know what? They will be all right. Okay? I know. Sorry if that person has kids or whatever the case is, and boom, boom, boom. But if I got through it, they can get through it. And then the other download was like, okay, well, you didn't have kids, they do. But at the same time, I was like, no, nothing's impossible when you have God. Anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it really boils down to. It's tough. People go through some tough situations, but I'm learning how to be sympathetic for that person and these people when they weren't as sympathetic with me. Right? But since I'm learning how to be nothing but love, I'm going to stay loving versus being a tit for tat type of person, which I could find myself doing at times. Because I'm like, shit. We all have emotions and PTSD syndromes and so forth at moments that we must accept but not dwell on, and learn how to love again, which is the stage I'm at. We're 10 minutes in. I don't even think I wanted to say any of that, but that's how natural the downloads come. I was talking about Nene first and how she said, hey, Chosen One, get out the reclusive mode. We need you to get back to it. I'm back to it. But I know a lot of people want some motivation and some high frequency type of material because they're tired of the mundane. They're tired of the cookie cutter. Oh, my ears going numb too. Okay, so I'm supposed to be doing this message. Okay, I was hesitant. I was like, oh, my baby Jesus, I'm repeating it again. So this is the mission. Let's just get to it. Because I know you want some real shit, so I'm going to give you all some real shit. First and foremost, welcome everybody to another episode of No Filter, the realest show ever, where there's no FCC telling us what we can fucking see and what we can D and what we can't D. And if you get what I'm seeing, I'm basically saying this show, no one's going to tell us what we can do and what we can't do and what we will do and what we won't do. Because we won't get canceled. So like-minded community, we sit here, we kick the shit, and we talk about whatever's on our mind. What's on our mind right now as a collective is changing the frequencies of this planet. Let's get rid of all these devil thinking, devil time energies, and let's bring it back to some high vibrating frequency where we can work together, love each other, be with each other, accept who we are, not make fun of people, and actually help somebody achieve their deepest desires and not just come up and just say, all right, well, I got it, so fuck you. So this is the current mission right now, collective. Find out how you can be helpful in this mission on Genosha, how you can help us raise the frequency of this planet. First and foremost, love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Tap into your intuitive or whatever powers you may be, or whatever powers you may experience right now, and see how you can hone that and how those powers can be helpful in raising the vibrations of this planet. For instance, my girl Moon, I think a few videos back, was she was sending out energies to the collective, healing energies like Reiki, or God, healing. Something called Reiki healing or something. Forgive me, I may be butchering that name up. But she was doing that, and I actually felt the calming, soothing energies from her hand. So I'm like, okay, so you can heal people. That's one of your gifts amongst your intuitiveness. Okay, I have a lot of intuitive people out here, which is really good. I got a baddie right there that actually helps me like a therapist. Oh, my left ear's going numb again. It's like every time I'm going through something, she helps. She like gets inside of my head and says, okay, this is happening for this reason. This person's toxic. These people are toxic. Remove this and this will happen. Frequencies, just like Brittany, the Cosmic Intuitive. I love her. I love them all. They're just different. Like, she's more of my therapist. The dragon, the draconic priestess. And Brittany, the Cosmic Wifey, is more like, I'm a baddie, first of all right? And you guys can say whatever the fuck you want about me, but I know who the fuck I am. I'm standing on my business, and I'm intuitive, and I got my angels around me, so riddle me what? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I love people that has been through hell and back and still look bad and sexy as a motherfucker and still standing on business and doing her calculations. That don't add up. That don't math up. I can't. I feel like that. She just jumped in my body. Yes. So like, I just love my collective, and they know what powers they have, and those powers are super crucial for my ears going numb again. Thank you, man. Okay. Their powers are super crucial because that's needed. We need therapists for us as a collective because we are out there. Okay, like I had a family event today, and I was attempting to talk about some of my downloads I was getting, seeing the binary code, and some of their eyes were glistening over. I'm like, oh damn, so why am I even doing this? But God was compelling me to speak freely. I'm not going to give you no small talk. Hey guys, are you catch the game? No, I was talking to you about what I was going through, and we learned a lot today. So I'm learning how to what I meant by that story was us as a collective need somebody that can listen to our story and be excited about it. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, this is because of this. That's what Draconic Princess and a lot of my baddies do. They help break down my code so I won't go crazy, because when you go through a self-development journey, there's a lot of things out here that will make you question yourself. Hence, there's an expression out here called, my left ear's going numb again. Baby J's spirit team is heavy tonight. Hence, don't you forget now. Oh, you bastard. Okay, we're talking about the powers that be and so forth. Hence, when you have somebody that understands you, you won't feel left out and weirded out because you have somebody that can relate with you. I hope that was what I was getting at with Janisha. We're just surrounded by, I know, I was just trying to see if I forgot something. We're surrounded by ourselves, so we feel more comfortable to share our experiences versus hesitant to talk to, let's just say, per se. I've been stuttering a lot. It must be something in the atmosphere. Instead of feeling hesitant to talk about something that you know is real to somebody that you may not feel is as of intuitive as you are, or on that spiritual level that you're currently going through. It's just like, it's good you go through it. Sometimes it may not make sense to the people that are listening to it at the current moment, but down the road, it may click. Like a lot of our parents will tell us something when we're young and we don't have enough experience yet to grasp that idea or that concept until we have more experience through life. And then we're like, oh, Aunt Debbie was actually telling the truth. That makes sense. You know? No, Uncle Joe was making sense when he said that. Okay, you got to do this for that reason. Okay, I got you. That makes sense, right? So sometimes the older you get, or the more experience you have, then the past information that was bestowed upon us will make a lot more sense in your current journey that you're at, or you're going through. So please, collective, just figure out what you're good with doing and what your ability is, and hone that as best as you can. We're all working together on what our abilities are, and I don't expect anyone to be perfected. I just want you to know you are a chosen one. You are very unique. You know it because you stand out versus blend in. You may have a lot of resistance. You may be called a weirdo, strange, geek, nerd, all that stuff. You're the collective. That's who exactly we're looking for. That's the MO we're looking for, a mode of operation. That's you. You've been strange, you've been left alone, isolated, you're an extrovert, introvert, whatever. You feel like you're a Peter Parker, whatever the case may be, but you know you're a badass. The hell was that? Oh, that was a piece of tape. But you know you're a badass. That's who we're talking about. You're welcome to Genosha. But we don't deal with copycats. None of y'all welcome until you have accountability. We're not going to let nobody in here saying that I'm the badass. I'm going to be the superstar of the team. I want the ball. I'm going to take the final shot. You're going to fall behind me. We're not taking no arrogant motherfuckers. Y'all can sit your arrogant ass right over there and watch us thrive. Got the audacity to act like you're a superstar. Nobody claims they're a superstar in Genosha. We're all one. We're all equal over here. So that superstar Michael Jordan status, keep that shit right over there. We already know what time you're on, because that means you ain't a team player. You're all about I. So you just showed us who you are. Keep your Michael Jordan ass right over there. But if you're Michael Jordan and you're willing to pass the ball, you're more than welcome to come over here. And that means for all genders. Genders are sexist. You know what I mean? Male, female, doesn't matter who it is. If you want to be a team player and you have no ego over here, it's like, I'm better than this person, you're more than welcome. The doors are always open for Genosha. But no COINTELPRO, no spies, none of that, reptilian shapeshifting. We will be able to sniff you out very easy. We'll tell what you're about by our gatekeeping questions. So we have protocols of who we let in and who we're not. That's just point blank, okay? People, I can go on and on, but our mission right now, because we're 20 minutes in, is I want you to hone your skills. Figure out what you got going on and how you can add to our collective. What are you bringing to the table? I'm psychic. I can turn invisible. Confirmation. I can read minds. Perfect, bet. I can levitate, whatever the case may be. I can spit fire out my ass. Oh, I want to see that. Whatever the case may be, we want to learn from each other. That's what that community is for, and that's what this community is for. And I'm getting hungry as hell, and I just ate all those crabs. But you really don't get stuffed off crabs. Ah, baby J, I'm hungry as a motherfucker. So, that's all I ate today was crabs. Baby J's. I worked most of the day. Okay. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up very shortly. 2202, that was dope. 888, if you know, you know. Abundance, baby. So yeah, just figure out what your skills are. I'll pop up when I pop up, but I'm working on what I got to get done to make sure Genosha is running smoothly when I get the command to make sure everything's right. And to put the call out there and say, all right, guys, all right, ladies, this is what's the next move. This is what we're going to do. Where's my pick at? And that's it. So, your boy ain't reclusive. I'm just focusing on what's important. And the main mission right now is building the Ark. You got plenty of material I left that you guys can go back and watch. You want to free yourself from this jurisdiction, from this corporation jurisdiction, then you're going to have to read and do some research. Or you can sit there and complain about what's going on currently in our climate. You want to be a private banker, then learn how to be about that business. Look up Paul Michael, Creditor Academy. It's on my Facebook link. It's on my social media. You'll find it. Look them up if you're that serious about making a change. But if you don't want to learn anything new and you just want to keep on repeating the same patterns you've been knowing that is familiar for years and you're going to get the same result, but expect change, that's insanity at its finest. Expecting something different, but continuing to do the same shit. I want change, but I'm not going to change myself. If you're not going to be the change, then there's no point to waste your energy. Then just follow. You're a follower. You don't want to be a leader. Point blank. I left the ear went numb again. Man, these downloads are crucial. So yeah, don't complain. I gave you a route to follow. Whatever you tell yourself is the reasoning behind with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like wherever you're at is because of the decisions you made. But the beautiful thing about life is there's always time to make a change. If you want something you never had, you must do something you never done. Left ear went numb again, baby Jesus. Okay, she wants me to listen to her video. I've done enough. I love you. No, forgive me. I didn't do enough at all. God will tell me when I did enough, right? The big ass buck teeth. We only let love in our circle of trust. So yeah, I got some candy over there I'm going to grub into later. I need to work on that, my sweet tooth. Last night I had no candy. And I was like sitting there, like, man, I need to get some candy. So I made some popcorn. Just to have something, right? And popcorn after 10 p.m. helps break down. It helps break down the food you ate, the kernels and so forth. It helps clean your intestines. A little jewel right there for you guys. After 10 p.m., it's good to have some popcorn to help, get all the food that's stuck to your intestines so you won't have to worry about no 20-year buildup and then having some issues down the road. I think that should be it. And I'm going to watch my baby right here. And just start getting busy. Go outside, see if you can harness some wind. And we're real live superheroes. Don't be nervous. There's no limitations. Get all the limitations out your head. Okay, there's a few movies out here that can hopefully get you some motivation. Look up Lucy with Scarlett Johansson. Okay, that's one movie called Lucy, Lucy. All right, look her up. Look that movie up. If you know, you know. And there's another movie called Limitless. Hence the title, Limitless. And it's the actor from The Hangover. And also he was in The A-Team. I think he was Hannibal. I'm not sure. I'm butchering the names of it. Could be dyslexic with the names. But look up a movie called Limitless. And also the movie called Lucy with Scarlett Johansson. It will say everything without saying much, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. Look those movies up. And if you understand, then we can understand each other more. But I love how this is happening because the people that are confused and they're saying, oh, we need a clear plan. We need to know what you're doing. No, you don't. You weren't meant for this message. I may be wrong. I need to stand corrected on that. If you're saying we need to have a clear message and you're frustrated about that, it could be a couple reasons. It could mean that you really want to know more about it so you can possibly see if you can help, right? That's fair. That's true. I've been having kind of a Frank Cashless day with internal because it's like I was looking for a certain result and I wasn't getting it, and I realized certain things are meant to be the way they are without forcing it. So, shit. What was I saying? Okay. I think I was talking about Limitless. So yeah, if you know, you know, and if you watch Limitless, shit, I think of something else we're talking about. Yeah, if you know, you know, and then once you watch these movies, then oh, that's right. Thank you, Spirit Team. Oh yeah, people are talking about the clear message. Yeah, so Baby J, I need to eat something. Hurry up and say the message, stop smoking, then you won't forget. People, it's funny. I read your minds. Fuck, stuck it out my head. If people want to know a clear message and they get upset, like, oh, we want to know if, be clear. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It could be because they really want to help, but they want me to be more clear. And on this platform, I can only speak in code, right? So if you know, you know. And if you don't know, then you weren't meant to know. That's the best way I can say it. Because there's a lot of thieves out here that is just want to know me, my whole plan, so they can do sabotaging actions to prevent that plan from coming to fruition. So God told me, hey, fall back. Don't be too clear. You're clear enough. If they don't understand what you're saying, then they weren't meant to understand. I'm like, bet. So I'm a person that loves transparency so much. When I hear that, I want to get back on here. Oh, here's the instructions. Like, no, you dumbass. No. I'm not a dumbass, but I say that to myself because I'm hard on myself. With certain codes, I tell myself to make sure that's a deterrent so I won't go that route again. until I find another positive affirmation to replace that negative one, to keep me always vibrating high, versus vibrating high and then I tell myself something negative because I do something that was just a mistake. It was just an experience versus being so tough on myself. So I'm learning that too. I'm learning to trust my intuition. You know, there's a lot of things that I'm saying that may be offensive to a lot of people, and I'm a good-hearted person. But I must always remember that I can't always be nice. Because if I was going to stay on that nice frequency, then I would not be where I'm at now. And I came a long way, and unfortunately, I wish I got here a different route. But unfortunately, since I've been chosen to be a life coach, I have to share a lot of tough stories that I wish I could forget about or never went through. But at the same token, I'm glad I went through those experiences to be the person I am today. And my experiences are actually valuable experiences that help other people to avoid the same destination. So it's like, it's a catch-22. I have to share stories that I wish didn't have to be shared, that other people hear, and then they may, oh, you're coming up off of my stories and so forth. And it is that, but it's not that. It's more like me just venting of what I went through because I was so traumatized by it. Sorry for repeating that word again. That I didn't see any therapist about these issues, so God was showing me my unique way of just using my art and my voice to express what I went through and put it into a format where people can gravitate and understand it, and hopefully implement it within their lifestyle based off of your story. And I'm seeing that it's very potent. It works. And it's lovely. But it's tough at the same time, you know? So it's like, it's bittersweet. It really is bittersweet. But am I going to change would I change a damn thing? No, not at all. Not a damn thing, unfortunately. And it's tough too. If you have friends and they get mad at you for asking certain questions and so forth, like I said before, I love that person and I love these people so much. I'd rather you be mad at me and me ask that question versus me be dumb and not ask the question like I used to do back in the day. And then that same person I didn't ask the question was the same person that stabbed me in the back. So, sorry. I love you. But I really don't care if you get upset with me protecting my own ass. I just thought about it. I was like, I've been so nice. Sometimes I hear myself out loud. I was like, you're protecting your ass by asking these questions. So if you lose a friend off of that, or they get mad off that, then so be it. Because you need to protect your ass. So that's basically where I'm at. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It makes sense. Because I've been through a lot with a lot of people that I would automatically assume can't be them. And I realized recently that it was the same person. So I'm like, fuck. So that's what I'm going through right now. It's tough. Very tough. But that chapter's already been written. But I'm saying that because I was just told to say it. And that's why I hesitated. I was like, oh, fuck, I just went through that. But I was like, nope, these people don't know that yet. Because somebody may use that same tactic on them. Hey, don't ask me shit because that's going to make me mad. And now I'll get you to a point where like, oh, shit, all right, well, your gut's telling you one thing. But never mind, I don't want to because I don't want to offend that person. You burying your own grave, you might as well just shoot yourself in the head. Fuck that shit. If your gut's telling you, or you're getting compelled by the one, you better follow that shit. Otherwise, you let your emotions take over. No, fuck it. I don't want that person to get mad. I want to stay friends. You, my boy, you don't care about your future then. I want to see who's who and what it is and how comfortable I can be and if I can be open with all my friends. Because with friends, you come across, you get it. Life is not easy, so we're going to have some tough topics to talk about, and a friend's supposed to be always there to listen to whatever you say. But it is the art of delivery. So it is about the delivery of your message, okay? I can be very stoic and just, boom, people I love, and I push them away. Yes, forgive me on that, but I'm not apologizing for those questions. Because I removed a lot of people from my life. Finding out those questions actually saved my life. That part. So collective, work on your. Let's all work on ourselves. Let's spread love, which is the most powerfulest frequency out there. Love. And if you are confident in your skills, we will love to see them. We'll love to learn about them, and vice versa. That community is getting built as we speak. So there is a place for us to be physically involved versus just via internet. I want to be in a physical, I left here again. I want to be in a physical community, holding hands, praying together, laughing, loving, eating, movie nights, all that stuff. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to hear nobody else say that same shit on their plane or their itinerary. Oh, we got this, and if I don't hear a reference, I'm going to that person's house and I'm going to slap the taste out of them. That part. If I don't hear my name get referenced again, and I hear my template or God's template get repeated again, and they're sitting there confident face like they got it out their own ass, or they got an email from somebody, or they had a friend ask for a friend about the same shit I just said on this timestamp video, I will find you and beat the brakes off you. Just joking. I know you guys wanted that part. The left shoulder just wanted to have fun. We're not on that frequency no more, so if you guys do duplicate it, it's very obvious. We know where you got it from. We know where you got it from. People's like, yes, get mad again. Please, have the veins come out your neck. No, we're chill. We're chill. That's always the hardest thing for me to do. I just burned the chest. I had to play that off. That's always one of the hardest things to do is to try to attempt to light something when you got it in your mouth. End up having a flame hit your forehead. But it seems like in the movies they do it so simple. Like, not me. It's one of the things I have a little challenge. I'm going to roll another one. Fuck that shit. You know when you start tasting ash, that's when you're getting too close to the mouth because it's time to roll the freshies. So we're about to do that. Mind to roll a nice freshies. Yeah. You know the character from Fear and Loathing. The Johnny Depp version. Or both versions. Fuck it. If you know, you know. So that's it. Confirmation, bitches. That's it. Chosen one, the Galactic Court finally returned what's yours. I love seeing confirmation like that. My inheritance is lovely. That's it. Otherwise, I repeat myself. I love you guys so much. Just work on your skills. See what you can bring to the table for Genosha. And then I'll be back. Okay, I gotta check. Okay. And I'll be back with the next set of instructions. And thank you, Charlie's Angels and Collective, for doing what you need to do, man. You guys are out kicking ass. You ladies are out kicking ass. If you just hear me say guys, guys mean all of you. All of you. Okay, I'm not going to always be saying guys and females. Just guys is something I say just to include everybody, just for future reference. Until next time.